redrawing Alberta's political map.
It's rigging the system in their own interest, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Accusations of gerrymandering as the UCP wants changes. A medical match.
If you feel any sort of inkling or calling, look into it and see if you could be a match, because it's life-changing for these kids.
A live organ donation saves a little boy. And 50 years of Loose Moose.
So literally being on stage at Loose Moose changed the lives of like 5 Asian kids from the northeast of Calgary.
The documentary that will look at the improv group's impact.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Ian White.
Good afternoon. Alberta's government is being accused of rigging the electoral map after it rejected a proposal to make the boundaries fairer for voters. Tim Brooke joins us from McDougall Centre. And Tim, the NDP calls this move unprecedented in Canada.
Well, yes, Ian. Frequently here in our province, we have an Electoral Boundaries Commission that will look at the map and redraw it as it sees fit in case there's things like population growth or maybe population migration to a certain area. So last year, that's exactly what happened. This independent commission went forward, filed a report, and then also recommended a new map with new electoral boundaries. Today, we found out the UCP government will not be accepting that new map. Instead, the province says it wants to create a new process to change those boundaries. That'll involve a government-led committee drawing out a new expanded 91-seat map with no public consultation. Now, a lot of Albertans are up in arms about this. They're worried it will make rural votes, which typically swing conservative, more valuable. The province argues it's just a way to make sure our growing population is being properly represented, but the Alberta NDP calls it our province's first case of gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering is a tool that politicians like Donald Trump use to get around democracy. Bad, corrupt politicians carve up constituencies when they know they can't win fair and square. It's rigging the system in their own interest, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Now, it's unclear exactly where we go from here. I chatted with a member of the Electoral Boundaries Commission this afternoon. She was extremely upset. She says that this feels very undemocratic, and she also pointed out this taxpayer-funded commission just spent a year working on a report that will essentially be restarted. And Ian, of course, as our viewers heard there, the Alberta NDP also extremely upset. It says it's currently exploring legal options for a court challenge because it believes this entire thing is unconstitutional.
All right, thanks very much, Tim. A spring blast of winter weather made for slick road conditions and dozens of crashes throughout the day. Calgary police say since midnight there have been 150 crashes. 30 involved drivers hitting other vehicles and taking off. Roads weren't any better outside city limits, with many cars ending up in ditches. The weather also causing a few delays at the airport. Many Calgarians are done with winter and are looking forward to warmer weather soon.
It's not that bad out here. I mean, hey, this is April. I mean, we get snow on May long weekend.
See you on Monday, I guess, because it'll be 20 on Monday.
It's excellent for nature, like my garden and my yard need it, but it's enough. Enough is enough.
City crews continue to focus on clearing major routes, including Deerfoot, Stoney, Crowchild, and Glenmore trails. And there you have it, Danielle. Somebody says it's not that bad out there.
Yeah.
That's peak Calgary. That's peak Calgary attitude right there.
Because we know it's going to be better in a day or two.
In a day or two, okay.
And it will be better in a day or two. We're going to be rewarded for this, I promise, especially by this weekend and early next week. But right now, still in the thick of it in some spots, but Calgary specifically, well, the system has made its way out. We still have the potential of an isolated snowflake flurry activity here and there, but you can see some blue sky. -5 at the airport with a wind chill of -12. Your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen, family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. And yeah, that small chance of an isolated flurry really through tonight and tomorrow, that's a possibility. We're going to hold on to the cloud cover, but as you can see, temperatures are going to start to warm even tonight. So wind chill of -6 to kick off the day tomorrow. By the afternoon, +5. And later we could even get to the 20-degree mark. I'm going to show you that coming up.
Thanks, Danielle. A former correctional officer at the Bowdoin Institution is accused of having a romantic relationship with an inmate and smuggling in contraband. Jennifer Plant of Olds is charged with breach of trust by a public official. The 46-year-old is accused of smuggling nicotine patches and a cell phone into the prison for the inmate to sell at inflated prices. RCMPs say banking records show Plant received thousands of dollars in payment. Police say she resigned when she learned about the investigation. Alberta travelers and consumers are weighing in tonight on whether personal data should be used by businesses to set prices after a federal push to ban that practice failed in Parliament. Mark Villani is live at the Calgary International Airport. So, Mark, could the price you see for a flight online be different from someone else's?
Yeah, Ian, that's the big question. This is called algorithmic or surveillance pricing. It refers to the use of personal data, such as your browsing habits, your location, or your past purchases, not just demand to determine the price of something you purchase online. Now, some travelers we spoke with today, they say that they feel like they're being targeted. And now the claims suggest that flight prices may change based on search history, though it's difficult to prove this. Passenger rights advocates say that travelers should really screenshot these prices. They should watch for sudden changes, and if a higher fare does appear, contact the airline directly to seek an explanation or a refund of any difference. Now, both Air Canada and WestJet, they denied that anyone's data is being used. They say prices are set based on seat availability and historical patterns. Meanwhile, the federal NDP tried to ban surveillance pricing this week in a motion that was ultimately defeated in the House of Commons. The Manitoba government also introducing its own legislation, but experts suggest not much will change, and they advise consumers to take their own precautions instead.
With airlines, you should clear all your cookies, erase your browsing history, because maybe they're looking at what you've looked at before. We haven't really caught them doing that, but it's certainly possible. And some people say use a VPN. Put yourself in another country, because sometimes airlines do have different pricing structures depending on where you buy your ticket.
Now, back here in Alberta, the provincial government says that it has not heard any widespread concerns about algorithmic or surveillance pricing, saying that existing consumer protections should still apply. The Competition Bureau also saying that it's studying this issue right now, Ian, but that it can't create new laws. It can only enforce the Competition Act.
Thanks very much, Mark. School kids were able to learn about the farm today without having to battle the cold weather or leave the city. Aggie Days has taken over Stampede Park with interactive exhibits and activities like cow milking and sheep shearing. The first 3 days of the event are for children in grades 3 to 6 through school field trips. Organizers expect over 12,000 kids to participate. On the weekend, the event opens to the public for free. It takes place inside the Nutrien Western Event Centre from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Aggie Days is our attempt to provide the story of food to people that don't have access to a rural relative or someone on a farm. They don't know where their food comes from, what things from a farm make what kind of foods, and we try to make that connection.
This is the 41st year for Aggie Days. It's a moment at the Flames game on Tuesday that has gone viral on social media. A local boy receiving a stick from the Flames goalie he idolizes. Later, we'll show you Dustin Wolf's meeting with perhaps his #1 fan. Also, a reminder of the impact of organ donation. A live donor gives the greatest gift to a little boy. A new study indicates COVID-19 remained a major factor in hospitalizations across the country in 2024. New figures from the Canadian Institute for Health Information show the hospitalization rate for all vaccine-preventable respiratory diseases remained more than double what it was in 2019, before the COVID-19 pandemic. Of the more than 57,000 hospitalizations for vaccine-preventable respiratory diseases in 2024, more than 40% were related to COVID-19. The study's authors say this highlights the ongoing impact of the pandemic and the need for at-risk groups to continue to get vaccinated. A happy update to a story we brought you last year. An Airdrie toddler in hospital for months awaiting a liver donation is now home and healthy thanks to a live organ donor. Colby has a rare genetic condition called Alagille syndrome. Last year, the impacts on his liver were threatening his life, and he was in intensive care for months. That's when Amy Hassan, a family friend, received word that she was a medical match.
To see someone like that, it broke my heart. As soon as he was listed on the transplant list, I went and made the call and got the testing started.
If you feel any sort of inkling or calling, look into it and see if you could be a match, because it's life-changing for these kids.
Colby got his happy ending, but more than 500 people are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant in Alberta. In 2025, there were 75 living donors in Alberta. That's wonderful to see. I'm sure Amy and Colby will have a lifelong bond.
Yeah, and Amy's so wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing. So how much snow did we get?
That's the question, right? In Calgary, we range anywhere from 12 to 26 centimeters of snow. I'm going to talk about all the other places too that have received a lot of snow so far. We got a big punch of it, that's for sure. But it's mainly out of the way now. We may see an isolated flurry here and there, but we're done with the big stuff. Temperatures are still cold, though. It feels more like -11 with the wind chill in Calgary, Claresholm. -16 is what it feels like in Lethbridge, and in Drumheller, -9. It's going to start to improve tonight while we're sleeping, but we'll still have a bit of a wind chill by tomorrow morning. And then it'll be nice and warm and spring-like, even getting closer to summer-like weather in the coming days. All right, let's look at the gusty conditions that we've had around that 50 mark for Calgary and Lethbridge, in the 40s, Medicine Hat, Brooks. This combined with the snow that was falling definitely led to drifting and blowing snow, and also reduced visibility out there, made for even trickier driving conditions than the very slick roads already made. All right, snow reports. This is as of 3 p.m. These are the reports that we have. So again, Calgary, 12 to 26 centimeters in and around the city. Bragg Creek, there is a report of 25 centimeters. Strathmore, close to that 30 centimeter mark, and Banff, 8 to 12. Down south towards Lethbridge, it barely touched Lethbridge, so just a couple centimeters there. Still very tricky driving conditions, but nothing compared to what this system did. It was basically overnight and throughout much of the day in Calgary, Bragg Creek, and the Strathmore region. But as you can see, that has now made its way off to the east. So this is where it's more intense now, along the Trans-Canada towards Brooks and over towards Empress, which is why Environment and Climate Change Canada did upgrade their warnings to include these areas, because that's where we're getting the big amount of snow now. All right, so this will make its way out and off into Saskatchewan by midnight tonight. Behind it, though, a little bit of instability, so there will be some isolated pockets of flurries, certainly to the west of Calgary here and there. We may even see a couple snowflakes tonight and tomorrow in Calgary. No accumulation and very, very isolated and brief if we get it at all. Tomorrow we'll hold on to the cloud cover. Small chance of any sort of precipitation tomorrow, and again, nothing significant. But then this is Saturday. We have so much sunshine in store for us for the weekend. And there's a look at the warnings and how they've upgraded. So you can see in the orange box here, that's the elevated risk. And that's basically just outside of Strathmore, Drumheller, Brooks, and towards Empress, Hannah, and Chant. Okay, Calgary, long-range forecast. This is a fantastic one. 5 tomorrow, still mainly cloudy, small chance of any sort of isolated precip, but then 10 degrees and sunny for Saturday, teens for Sunday, high teens for Monday, and we have a good chance of getting to that 20-degree mark by Tuesday of next week.
Thank you, Danielle. Some of Calgary's community leaders and media personalities are getting ready to leave it all on the dance floor for a great cause.
I'm dancing for my brother. I'm dancing for every kid that needs this service, needs this solution, just to make life better for everyone.
Dennis is one of 7 Calgarians being paired up with a professional dancer to compete in this year's Keeping Pace Gala in support of Pace Kids. The Calgary nonprofit offers specialized therapy, education, and family support for children with special needs. Dennis, who is originally from Nigeria, has a younger brother with autism. He says he understands what it's like not having the proper supports and wants to bring awareness and raise money for the charity at this Saturday's event. Calgary Theatre Group has had an impact around the world. Still to come, Andrew Fung and the producer of a documentary on Loose Moose talk about how the improv group has changed lives. Positive results at PepsiCo, but it's not necessarily connected to Pepsi-Cola. Joining me is Liana Wachniak, investment advisor with the Popwich Carmeli Advisory Group. And Liana, snacks were a major profit maker for PepsiCo.
That's right. And it's actually something that they've been struggling with for the last little bit, particularly over the last year. They haven't really seen any growth in their food segments. And Pepsi, of course, owns brands like Lay's and Doritos. And those two products in particular, they had decreased the price on in this last quarter by up to 15% and actually managed to gain some of the ground back in the market share and gain some ground back in terms of food sales volume, particularly here in North America. It looks like people were largely defaulting to store-branded items rather than buying the slightly more expensive Pepsi-branded products. But it looks like they have picked some of that back up by decreasing the price. They're also making some changes to their Gatorade line, focusing a little bit more on the health segment and expanding that kind of target beyond just athletes and to people who are looking for sort of an everyday healthier source of hydration.
And if you're ordering something from Amazon, be prepared to pay a little bit more.
That's right. There is a new fuel surcharge that is coming into effect for Amazon in Canada. It's a 3.5% fuel surcharge. Now, that will be charged on the fulfillment fees that businesses who sell through Amazon pay. So it won't show up necessarily directly as a line item on the consumer side if you and I were to purchase something from Amazon. That being said, for businesses who already have fairly slim margins or who are under pressure from other geopolitical issues that are hurting their bottom line already, those companies may choose to increase their prices to help offset some of that. So there is a chance that we will see some of that trickle down into what you and I pay to order things through the Amazon platform.
All right, Liana, thanks for the update.
Thank you.
The UCP is rejecting proposed new boundaries for Alberta's electoral map. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Ian. The provincial government wants to create a new process where a committee of MLAs will decide new boundaries with no public consultation. That has many accusing the government of rigging the system for its own benefit. Coming up at 6, we'll have reaction from a member of the original Electoral Boundary Commission. Also ahead, growing concern over companies using your personal data to set prices. Coming up, Calgarians weigh in on their experiences with that practice, plus more advice on how to avoid it. Ian.
Thanks, Tara. Calgary's Loose Moose Theatre will celebrate its 50th anniversary next year. The improv group was the foundation of careers in comedy for Bruce McCullough and Mark McKinney of Kids in the Hall and Andrew Fung from Kim's Convenience and Run the Burbs. And now a documentary to celebrate the troupe's 50th anniversary is being produced. Joining us are Andrew Fung and documentary producer Ramin Eshraghi Yazdi. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. Love being back in Calgary. I'm sure Memorial Drive is down to one lane wherever it is right now. It's always down to one lane. Why is it always down to one lane?
This is true. This is true. Now, Andrew, I will start with you. Tell us about the very first time you stepped on the Loose Moose stage.
I was 15 years old. It was the Loose Moose Theatre High School Theatre Sports Tournament. And every year, the Loose Moose Theatre, there's this high school tournament where they get teams from across the city. My friends from Bishop McNally High School went down and competed in the tournament. We finished second place. It was a high. It was the best time. My mom was in the audience. She had no clue what it was. But the Loose Moose Theatre welcomed me with open arms.
How nervous / scared were you when you went there?
I don't think I was nervous or scared. I just was really excited to be performing with my friends. And the really cool thing is, like, those same friends are my best friends now, and all of us work in the creative sector. So literally being on stage at Loose Moose changed the lives of like 5 Asian kids from the northeast of Calgary.
Now, Ramin, why is it so important that we tell the story of Loose Moose Theatre?
Look, it's remarkable to me that this institution has thrived in our very own Calgary. A lot of people know about the Loose Moose, but they don't know how influential the Loose Moose is in the greater improv world. If you go to like Chicago or New York and you go to an improv theater and you mention the Loose Moose, everyone will know. Everyone will know the significance of this institution. And the 50th anniversary is coming up, and felt like the right time to tell this story.
To see my extended interview with Ramin Eshraghi Yazdi and Andrew Fung, visit ctvnewscalgary.ca. We're on the other side of this storm system, and now we're looking at warmer conditions tomorrow and perhaps some sunshine as well. Right now in Calgary, some clouds out there, and it's -5. Danielle has details coming up. This is one place in the world where you can go from snow shoveling to barbecuing fairly rapidly.
Yeah, and I got some notes that people were barbecuing in this yesterday. So all the power to you, but it'll be a little easier to do that in the coming days. -5 current temperature, that's just the ambient temperature, not the wind chill. It's minus double digits with the wind chill. Normal daytime high is +12, and we're going to surpass that in a few days. 5 degrees tomorrow, mainly cloudy, may see a stray snowflake, and then mainly sunny for the weekend. 10 on Saturday, 15 on Sunday, and then high teens by Monday. A good amount of models suggesting that by Tuesday of next week, we will get to the 20-degree mark. So hopefully you don't have a very good memory and you could forget what has just happened and enjoy what's to come, because we have really nice long stretch of heat and sunshine.
Sounds great. Thanks, Danielle. A great week got even better today for a 10-year-old boy from Carstairs.
He's a smaller goalie because I'm a smaller goalie too, and he proves that size doesn't matter.
Cade Heisler met his idol, Flames goalie Dustin Wolf, today, which coincidentally is Wolf's birthday. During Tuesday's Flames game, Cade held a sign saying, "Wolf, you are my idol," and the goalie responded by giving Cade his stick. Cade was overwhelmed with emotion, and his response went viral. Wolf says the moment demonstrated the impact pro athletes can have on kids.
It's little actions like this where maybe it doesn't seem too much to me, but it means the world to them, and that's what it's all about. And to make kids' days and to make people happy is what you want to do, and I'm very grateful that it worked out the way it did.
Wolf not only signed the stick, but now Cade also has a signed Dustin Wolf jersey too. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.